Mercy, God, I never see this from a barn. Oh, God. Blanca shop. Judgment. May make me drop, though. The lady said we not to run out. The building a shake hotel. Mighty God of Daniel. Lord Jesus. We see judgment. Look where Blanca shop. I see that building here. Shake.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Sir, your park is on this way, sir. Sir, your park is on this way, sir. Your park is on this way, sir.
Okay. Sir, your park is on this way.
Alright, I'm gonna call. Sir, I'm gonna call Harry Trevor, sir.
Wagwan, my Jamaican massives, and once again welcome back to the Yardy Reactions. If it is for the first time you are checking me out, kindly subscribe, like and share to my YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers, I do want to say thank you very much for the love and support you are always giving unto me. Whereby today, guys, our video covers a series of fire outbreaks across Jamaica, mixing raw citizens footage, local news clip, and a commentary that I'm going to underline infrastructure failures. And in this video, it is a compilation of devastating fires affecting multiple areas in Jamaica, highlighting a systematic crisis in emergency response and infrastructure. So I want you guys to watch the entire video to the end, and I'll be back with more.
Yo, top of the day now, Jamaican people, right? I want to send an extra prayer for Jamaica, right? The whole of Portland, the western side, I said area burned down, right? The fire move like. I don't know if I Usain Bolt like it or what, but I saw it run down the whole place. You understand me? And not even one fire truck in here yet. You understand me? And these are the important things we are talking about with Andrew Wickedness, aka Andrew Wellness, aka Andrew Wickedness in Jamaica. You understand me? You understand me? Yeah, where he might get so much money from Melissa time, he might get so much money, and him now build back the structure for Jamaica. You understand me? What about some new fire station all over Jamaica, where it gonna take an hour to 2 hours to get to one local small fire? Right now we have a big emergency fire, and I know one fire truck or fire brigade in a year. The other day I see them move fast, the other day I catch a house, but that in a Kingston. You understand me? But me I talk about the rest of Jamaica and Jonas, where you think you don't have to be responsible for. Remember, you are the Prime Minister and the whole of Jamaica for you and Jonas. So you can't just pick a side and who you want to help and who you don't want to help. Use the leader, brother. When you're a leader, no bias, no inner leadership, no bias, no inner righteousness, no bias, no inner justice. And that we are trying to tell you and Jonas. Look on yourself. All that place are burned down. You understand me? Not even 3 June, where you invest will fly and drop some sand or something over. You understand me? Andrew Wickedness, we need you to do better for the Jamaican people. Them. You understand me? We need you to do better for the Jamaican people. Them. Your people all over the world and just continue to pray for the Jamaican people them, so Jamaica can be a better place, like the paradise it's supposed to be, or like the paradise, like the whole of we see it all over the world. Because when I'm going to show Jamaica on TV all over the world, it's paradise, brother. But we are talking about the corruption and the politician them. We are infest Jamaica. You see me? We are pollute Jamaica. You see me? One time the people them talk about the justice. They want to fight them. Be an injustice, they want to get the people them, and the people them just sit down and take it. You understand me? See Marvin Local Fire. Marvin Local Fire, they do a great job. You understand me? Marvin Local Fire, they do a good job. And dirty Mark Sheen, dog Ben Mark Sheen. And dog Ben Andrew, aka Holiness, aka Wickedness. Want to arrest the man. Want to shut up the man. Want to send them little goons. Figure, analyze him. So the people they want to protect Marvin Local, I want to sign the petition because they think that this is a joke. Because them things the Jamaican people them now go stand up. But the people them are going to remember what Bob Marley tell them. Stand up, get up, stand up, and fight for our rights. Because we have a right. I want to can't treat human like dog. And animal and puss, brother. We are human. And who make them different from we? Show them somebody vote them in our parliament. Who make them different? They're not different from we people. And we put them there. So we can take them out. You understand me? And that you know, remember, we put them in there, we can take you out. Remember, when mother used to tell us, say, if you don't disrespect me and me bringing this world, I can't take one out of this world. Remember, when mother used to tell us that, no? I see in principle. When it comes to them corrupted politicians here and them dirty politicians here, you see me? We put them in there, we can take them out. Fight Jamaica, sign the petition, and get out the dog bed. You understand me?
After Melissa brutalized the trees and left them with no limbs nor leaves, we are now experiencing a major fire in Cave, Westmoreland. May God help us.
To where I see fire. Seriously? Man, people just move a car. Let's reverse. That's done.
I can't hold it.
Go and tell them. Go and tell them.
I CNG here.
That done?
Rasta gone already?
What extinguisher, man? What hold it?
What a big extinguisher there, a big giant extinguisher. Soldier, how about this? Nobody not tried. I think what the water? They can't go water for the girls.
Watch your gas down. Watch your gas down. Watch your gas down.
Firefighters are wrapping up their cooling down operations. Now just behind me, you'll see they're up there going onto the roof, trying to get just the last piece to ensure everything is pretty much okay. Now much of the fire has been contained, but the smell of smoke lingers. The owner of this property was preparing for Hurricane Melissa, but now he has other preparations to make.
Why it leave me back at zero. Only the clothes that I have on now. I don't have nothing more. So I have to head out to town in the morning. Why it's a sad moment, you know? Just a sad moment. But I don't know. I'm still alive.
Major fire ravaged homes in Maxfield Avenue today.
Where policemen there?
See the people want house catch a fire down at Portland. About 4 hours ago, our house catch a fire down at Portland. You see me I try to show you. You see if Anne-Marie Vazzy down there should I bring the road shut them with water and go out of the house where we'll light a fire, the 4-bedroom room will light a fire down at Portland today. You see me I try to show you if Anne-Marie Vazzy did it. If you never vote out Anne-Marie Vaz, should I bring the road truck them down there. The water never there in the pipe. For how much? As Anne-Marie Vaz gone, the water there in the pipe. Me I try to show you how ungrateful people stay down at Portland. Portland is some I said Portland is the you see that parish Portland? For train from Portland to ungrateful. Down there, a 4-bedroom house catch a fire. See if Anne-Marie Vazzy down there, the house would catch it. The house that catch a fire, but them would lose so much. Anne-Marie Vazzy that bring the road worker them with the water in them truck, come the road and call the fire brigade fast and make them come out of the house. But you see, just because of one PMP man run down there now, and that's why the truck not come fast. A reaction will catch them down there. Reaction. And watch it out. You see one house sink down at Portland. And you see one house turn over and a light post drop down in our house. Me now wish bad for the people, you know. But me I tell you, a reaction will catch the people already. Reaction. Because when you see people come do good, you know want help out people. Just wait until me start talk tomorrow. You know got hear the judgment. The house catch a fire and the 4-bedroom room it burn out right through. It burn out right through people. If Anne-Marie Vazzy down there, the house would have burn out. Anne-Marie Vazzy that call the road worker them, make them come with the water in them truck and come out the fire. You understand? And come gear and out the fire. But no, them go vote out Anne-Marie Vazzy and see they nobody down there for help to come out the fire. You see what I try to show you? And give a show to and give a show for unsure. Yo, the people are so say that ungrateful people down at Portland, you know. I say ungrateful people down at Portland. I say you to know your fuck. Down there name Portland again. Down there name ungrateful parish. Ungrateful parish down there for name.
Strangest thing never see. Abandoned building catch a fire to put some guard. Right beside the burning place. In the smoke, you have to catch a fire.
Communities near the sea with lots of land spaces in Hellshaw, Portmore, St. Catherine. But in the Sandhills Bay and the Sandhills Vista housing schemes, residents have burning issues, literally. Amateur footage showed the moment one of the many open lots caught fire recently, sending a blanket of smoke draping over the community. The presidents of the citizens' associations in both communities say the people are frustrated and concerned.
On a yearly basis, we are guaranteed maybe 4 or 5 or 6 larger fires and some smaller ones sprinkled in between.
There are no hydrants installed in the area. And as a result, when the fire units come to assist with extinguishing the fire, they would have been faced with difficulties in recharging the fire units.
Between two of the houses here on Sandhills Avenue, a gutted plot of land. Now it's evidence of the threats to lives and properties made worse by more frequent bushfires in the community since the start of the year. Divisional Commander for the St. Catherine Fire Brigade, Superintendent Dennis Lyon, says firefighters have responded to 95 bushfires alone over a 4-day period more than a week ago.
That is what we were able to respond to. There are calls that there are fires that burnt itself out before the brigade could have responded.
It's why he's warning farmers not to engage in any slash and burn activities to clear lands at this time. And he's urging residents to be extremely careful when lighting fires during this dry, windy period. But in Sandhills,
based on my officer's report, it's not spontaneous combustion. There are people who are deliberately lighting some of those fires, and it is really causing a strain on the brigade.
Now, the Urban Development Commission, UDC, is the sole developer for one of the schemes and jointly developed the other alongside the National Housing Trust.
Prior to 2021, we had no fire hydrants. And through the intervention of the Citizens Association and with some assistance from the UDC and the Jamaica Fire Brigade, we were able to get 2 fire hydrants. We got a walkthrough by the Jamaica Fire Brigade, and they recommended 4 fire hydrants. We passed on this information to the UDC. They gave us 2 initially with a promise of 2 more in 2023. But since then, we haven't heard anything more from the UDC despite several follow-ups.
But as for the 2 new hydrants,
we would appreciate it if the Jamaica Fire Brigade would come through and do a maintenance check on those 2. Since it was first installed in 2021, when we saw the water coming from the hydrants, we haven't seen it operational since then.
In Sandhills Vista, the Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Southern says he will be speaking to the Municipal Corporation and the UDC to address the issue of unoccupied lots, which are also contributing to the fires. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
Houses and shop on fire in Spanish Town Old Market Street. Firefighters take hours to come and they are located just 2 minutes away from the house.
King Street.
That's spread. Right, yes, touch yourself. Euro circle, you know. Here place a bun down, Euro circle, smoke.
Welcome back, guys. I hope you've watched the entire video to the end and you have seen on to the tragedy that is devastating Jamaicans towards Jamaica, and whereby, as you have seen, it is in Portland whereby the fire outbreak just happened and it just devastated Jamaicans. And you know, Jamaica, it's at an intense situation right now that we can talk about. So let's dive in onto the video and let me elaborate and just give you some of a few key points against the video, or towards the video whereby the incident and location covered. There is the Cave Weston, whereby major fire breaking out right on the heels of damage left by Hurricane Melissa, compounding the community struggles. And we have the Maxfield Avenue and Spanish Town Old Market Street, whereby residential homes and commercial shops are shown completely engulfed in flames. In Spanish Town, residents express extreme frustration because the fire department was located just 2 minutes away, yet took hours to arrive. We have the Portland, whereby a 4-bedroom home is destroyed by a fire on Lucas, and local clips debate the response, with local attempting to use community water trucks when the official response lags. And we have the Hellshire Portmore, St. Catharines, whereby footage highlights massive bushfire draping communities like Sand Hills Bay and Sand Hills Vista in heavy smoke. The St. Catherine Fire Brigade reported responding to 95 bushfires over a mere of 4 days period, worsened by dry, windy conditions and suspected arsons. On to the second points that I did accordingly to the video. The video shifts heavily into political and structural critique from the citizens' perspective, whereby we have the fire hydrant crisis. Residents in Sandhill reveal that despite recommendations for 4 hydrants, they only received 2 from the Urban Development and Corporation UDC in 2021. Worse, those hydrants haven't been functional or maintained since their initial testing. We have the lack of resources, and citizens actively call out Prime Minister Andrew Holness, pointing to systematic corruption and lack of investments in basic infrastructure, and the voice in frustration that despite the high taxes and country revenues, simply emergency services like local fire brigades are completely unequipped to handle outbreaks quickly. And as we know, Jamaica is one of the countries in the Caribbean that is being loved by tourists. And when you come to your country and find these ongoings, like there is fire, there is the fire brigade, but they cannot arrive in time merely because of their mechanical issues. It's so very much disgusting. And the government is just there. Whatever the government is doing, it's just filling their pockets with the money of the resources of the people instead of helping the people. They're just out there dealing with corruption, whereby the corruption they're dealing with, it's them that are in the corruption system, and hereby people are suffering. Like, how can a fire outbreak come and the fire brigade later on lands within hours, and yet you're just some few minutes away? It's so very much terrifying, and these are some of the things that may make Jamaica lose their tourism interactions, and in it, let's dive in on the Paradise on Fire, whereby right out the gate you can hear the absolute panic in the residents' voices. Look at the size of that smoke plume. When you see a building shaking and people running for their lives, it reminds you how fast a fire completely steals control, And incidents like this don't just destroy buildings. They pull a developing community progress back by years. Yeah? From Portland, if you have listened to this man, he is furious. And honestly, you can't blame him. He's pointing out that fire is spreading through trees and homes, and there isn't a single fire truck in sight. It's incredibly heartbreaking to see citizens standing around with tiny buckets or trying to find out a working garden hose while an entire block is threatened. When he calls out the leadership and says, "No bias in leadership, no bias in justice," that hits hard. The contrast between the Paradise sold untraveled brokers and the reality of not having basic fire truck is jarring, as I told you earlier on. And yeah, we've got the broken infrastructure reality check. Seeing the news clip about the Sandhill community really exposed the root of the problem. They are experiencing fire of 6 massive bushfires a year, and there are no working fire hydrants. That is a recipe disaster. Think about the firefighters arriving in a truck with a limited water tank, trying to save a house and realizing they can't even recharge their new units because the municipal hydrant are dry ornament. That isn't just bad luck, that is a failure of governance. We have the final thought about protecting the island. And into the Spanish town, clip is wild. The station is 2 minutes away, but it takes hours to respond. You can feel the community rage. And whereby, talking about how deeply loved Jamaica is worldwide, it just downgrades this country. We have seen a lot of people, coming out with positive compliments about Jamaica. We've got this Arab woman whereby she was sick. She went around a couple of countries just to seek for medication, but there were no medication. But when she went on and visited Jamaica, just the climate in Jamaica made her feel good. Not only her, but we have got a lot of positive comments towards Jamaica, and a lot of people are in love with Jamaica. But when it comes to the government of Jamaica, it's where the line draws, mainly because the politicians and the government of Jamaica, they're just sitting down there, and you'll find them onto the parliament bragging and even fighting each other between the two parties, between the JLP party and the PNP party, instead of sitting down and think on a way that they are going to come with, so as they will help the people of Jamaica and move the country forward. This is insane. You cannot have a government, but when some tragedy like this of the fire outbreak appears, even the firefighters have no option. They cannot help you, mainly because the government does not invest in them. And this is something that is supposed to be kept onto the front line of a country, mainly because fire outbreaks, they usually happen. And if we have no even water just to come so as we can ease this thing down, the government is failed. The government has failed, and it has failed the people of Jamaica. So guys, thank you very much for following up the video with me. I was your host, Yadi Reactions. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, like and share to my YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers, I do want to say thank you very much for the love and support you are always giving unto me. Always remember to link me up through my next videos. All I do want to say is peace out there.